So if you don't know me, which is most probably the case because I've literally uploaded like 6 videos and nobody knows me yet. But before starting off this YouTube channel, I was stuck in an infinite loop of scrolling. I find it very funny because this name probably the weirdest name I've ever seen for someone who is describing social media addiction. So how did I got out of this apparently infinite loop of scrolling and actually starting doing work? I think all of its credit goes to a graph that helped me understand what success really is, a graph that helped me track my success and how success actually works. You see, before I was uploading on this YouTube channel, I was doing random things and hoping to succeed on the next day or hoping to succeed after certain amounts of action that I've taken. That is absolutely not the right way to measure success. Measuring success in and of itself is the worst thing you can do. I was hoping to succeed the next day and show my friends the comeback that I have in life, like buying the supercars and everything. I was just not patient enough. The graph I was talking about is actually the graph called graph of success, which goes like this. This is a flat line. This goes like this up here, and it comes down, 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 and this is the lowest point you can have. And then it goes up like that. You might think the success is like this linear. It's not. It's not a movie or something. It's real life. Real life is much more different. There are 5 points on this graph. I'll explain each point with a cinematic video that I've tried to create. Please don't judge me. It's my first time recording it. Let's begin with the first one. It all begins from your mind. Like every philosopher says, control your mind and you control everything. This mic right here, someone has created or invented it just by a thought of it. Like someone thought, how can we record our voice? At first, everything comes into your mind. For example, you want to start that side hustle that you wanted to start. That comes into mind. You get an idea. Oh, I can do this. I can do that. Oh, it's a stage that you will go through. This is where the idea starts. Means you get an idea here. It goes up. Around here is a point which is uninformed optimism. This basically means you have the full motivation from the world. You've boosted up your self confidence. You think you can nail it. Everything seems to be easy. Little do you know, the bad part is still yet to come. You start fantasizing about things that you'll buy in future. You are at the top of the world at this point. But reality will come struck you. From here, you start going down. All of a sudden, reality strikes by, and you start to realize the things you are doing are apparently not that easy. Motivation could not keep up, the discipline comes by, all the principles you have learned to start making no sense, which makes you lose confidence and brings you to the next point, which is informed pessimism. Informed pessimism shows you the reality that it's not as easy as you think. This is a point when you realize that everything in life is not fairy tales and cotton candy. Sometimes it's harsh weather and rainy conditions. I don't know what this example is. This is a point in which 70% of the people give up. But if you are the lucky or strong minded 30%, hardworking 30%, you move on to the next stage. You might think after this stage you'll pass through and you'll get succeed, but no, life still has to throw at you. This is not the worst stage, it's just the beginning of the worst stage. From here, you start going down again. Sorry, like this was the informed pessimism. You start going down, approaching down, 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 down. You see a shiny object from distance. More than 80% of people do. They switch from one goal to another. Like they see this shiny object, they do this, but they get lashed back and they see another shiny object, they jump on it. This jumping goes on like a fucking rabbit. You still have to keep going through the stage in order to be the top 1% that you want to be. It needs discipline, it needs hard work. So before at this point you start approaching, and this is a point that I like to describe as valley of despair. This is the lowest point of life that you can be in. Nothing seems to go with you, everything is against you. You don't want to live this life that you want. You question your decisions that you've made so far. You don't like where this is going. You think you're not going to succeed in this. For example, this is the point at which it's like 1 to 2 years in the fitness, and you start realizing that you're not getting results, but this is the main point that you need to pass. This is called the valley of despair. More than 95% of the people that come to this point give up at this point. But if you are the lucky 5% or the hardworking, disciplined 5%, you move on. Here it is the valley of despair. From here, you start going up. This point is called informed optimism. This was uninformed optimism. This is informed optimism. This was the first side, the shiny, the bright. This is the second side, and this is dark. You've crossed the valley of despair, so you might think that you will succeed and you'll make that comeback now. Absolutely not. This is the point which needs patience. This is when you know you are going to succeed. You just have to wait and put in more work in order for you to succeed. You cannot handle success if it's given up at the lowest point in life. Like you've just passed from valley of despair, from lowest to highest, like success. It will not match the contrast. That's just not the rule of nature. Change should be gradual and slow, not sudden and quick. Then the rest is history. This is informed optimism, and there goes the success. Now you might ask, how could this be applied in real life? So I would suggest you to make a chart just exactly like this, and instead of doing those calendars and cutting off every day you pass it, do points like 1 point, 2 point, 3 point.